Big boys, part 5. We don't want the ranger building here. We'll get beer eventually. Beer and heroes. Not sure if you heard me about the flame cannons, but we haven't unlocked any flame cannons yet. Flame cannons come late, tier 5. There are 3 dwarf tier 5 units. The Trollhammer torpedo, flame cannon, and the Jar Bomber. The Jar Bomber and the Trollhammer torpedo are not tier 5 material. The Iron Drake's Trollhammer torpedo missing 20 or 30 base range, while the Jar Bomber missing entities. The flame cannon, it can pass as a tier 5 unit. Wobber Game says, how does he get lord names to appear in yellow like that? Is that a mod? Map overlays on the campaign. Hold space on the right side. You need to lock the rolling character information. Organ guns should be a tier 5 Erebus, and the flame cannon should be tier 4. They actually sneaked an army here, huh? This province is for Karagazul anyways. Organ guns should totally be tier 5. Only the developers don't see it. It's the deadliest artillery in the game. By the time you get flame cannons, I have all armor units. So civics, they changed flame cannons quite a bit over the years. They got buffed like 4 or 5 times. And the flame cannon is explosions, which means the armor doesn't matter. See the explosions. It also has a direct armor piercing missile damage. I've seen flame cannons delete a unit of Chaos Knights with a couple of hot hits. And the best thing about the flame cannon, because the range downside, it has a really high rate of fire. I saw Chaos Knights get melted with a couple of direct hits. If the Chaos Knights get melted on 60 entities with extremely high armor, the infantry just doesn't stand a chance.
I'll get on it. Valaea's will binds me to you.
Organic Organic is both. True that, yeah. The thing about the flame cannon, it's the dwarves take long to get tier 5. And by the time you unlock the flame cannons, all your armies already are fielded with organ guns. So unless you're playing a long campaign, you might not get a lot of usage from the flame cannons, as you're gonna have to go recruit them back.
One rug.
That's the only downside, really.
You dare approach the Imperium.
I think a garage there. I don't like a garage here. Can't believe Bertoni got wrecked.
How can I help? Let's name all up. I'll do it. I answer to disagree.
Summon me if you dare.
A wise plan.
You get more taints.
It's time.
What's going on with the Wood Elves? Yeah, Skaven. Clan Morse, Clan Skyr has invaded like crazy.
Come, kin.
It's actually nice to see that these stuffs can happen.
My axe thirsts for war.
It's actually a nice army. Go here. This is just good timing for the internal replenishment. Might be careful. The corruption is so high. The city might get overrun eventually because of the lack of replenishment, but we do have White Dwarf helping out.
The axe thirsts for war. Ready axes.
Nice. Army on the left. Oh man, look at the goblins. They look so mean. Their leader is so mean. Look at that sticker. Science. There's no science here. You know what happens. There's goblin archers, man. Best archers in the game. We already know what happens here. It's not a science if you know what happens.
The clans unite. Iron break.
It's not the first time we get balance apart against the goblins.
Slayers!
Cannon. It is a reckoning.
There's an obstacle there, huh?
We will have vengeance. Organ gunner. Pursuit. The next hill is ours. Moving out. Organ gunner. We have scores to settle.
We got another battle here, which is good. You guys realize that a single unit of Iron Breakers with the Lord could have defeated this army.
Beards in belts. Summon me if you dare.
This is our third lightning strike guy. Minus instinct.
For the wisdom of the layer.
Please don't kill my artillery.
Time for a reckoning.
Nice, two easy ranks for Roman. Pretty good. Minor instinct casts the Warhead of Chaos. We'll have 50% chance to intercept.
Throw bearers.
Goddamn Zubar, stop killing my rebels.
Aye. Let's hear what you have to say. We'll hear it before Oath Gold.
You have to declare war on other people, so we push them into Confederation.
What? More things for my trophies. Hey, challenge.
Sardosa's most impulsive father tasks me to destroy.
Come, kid.
We'll see next turn.
Let
They
us
have two
feast
more
and
enemies
drink.
now. Okay.
Aye. The High King moves.
He needs two gyrocopters, huh?
The High King acts. Runes are ready. Gots then!
Recruit the Iron Breakers leads to the two more rings for the Iron Breakers. So we can rank 8 Iron Breakers with this.
Retake the realms!
All good. We can still get one Tain and one Runesmith.
You summoned me.
Once we not only have a good unique follower, Room Bearer, which we don't have a single one, but they also produce 6 odd gold, and eventually get nice into armies as they get skills through literal on the campaign map. Runesmith kinda has a slot in every army. Same as Master Engineer. But unlike Master Engineer, the Runesmiths level up better on the campaign map for a while. Trade is looking very good. But, oh man, they haven't fixed that shit. God damn it, man! That haven't happened in a long time. Sometimes when you click on the campaign map while on the trade wind, the game crash. This is, I think, the fourth one in 6,000 hours. 2 in Warhammer 1, 2 in Warhammer 2. It's a very rare one though. Doesn't matter which one, Frosty.
Summon me if you dare.
Throne bearers, let's march! The High King moves. Good. Grimnir's axe thirsts. The runes are ready. I have the forge fire. Moving. A wise direction.
What turns, huh?
You smell of fear.
A storm comes, and you.
Why am I moving to Lastria? See what's going on there. Maybe get some foothold there. What's with those two declarations of war? Our allies refuse to confederate still, even the small ones. By declaring wars on more people, it will increase the odds of confederation. Grats, Brass. Always nice to get new hardware. Isn't it really difficult to confer military alliance? No, that's just a myth. They're doing well and they have military and they don't have enemies. That's why they don't want to confederate. The moment they have too many enemies, they'll confederate instantly. We just need to declare war on the evil people. We can just declare war on everybody. Okay, when chaos comes, confederations is just instant because there's so many enemies.
Welcome, friends of the Dowie.
Also, as they get more allies, it's gonna be less likely to confederate, especially as they have less enemies. So right now, the best way to confederate before the chaos comes is to get more enemies. Clan Morse and Satosa are nobodies, so we can just declare war on them. They're not threat to us at all. Even if... oh, get the first room better, nice. Room better is a follower which you can acquire from the runesmiths.
Honor to your ancestors.
Okay. So they do have Satosa and Clan Morse's enemies here.
One. Aye. Let's
They
hear
have
what
it
you
as
have
well.
to say. Yes. And what
These guys
can
are
the Dowie
strong,
do?
they don't consider this stuff.
To war.
War.
Honor to your
They have
ancestors.
an ally.
Have you come to pledge
They
me your
don't
loyalty?
really care about it. Yeah, the Dwarf Alliance is looking strong, so they're not really intimidated.
My axe thirsts for war. Ready axes?
How the hell they survive again? Are they gonna get a full rebellion? It's gonna be awkward to fight them here, right? Especially after 2 auto resolves, yeah.
Aye.
And we're not supposed to survive on that one.
And aye.
3 turns.
Master of runecraft. Armed and ready. I'm off.
That's nice.
Vengeful rune.
Eliminates most of the attrition as well.
I'm leaving.
Still don't see who is here.
Need me.
What do you want?
Come.
Are you high?
Let us.
It's an elven forest. What's wrong with you?
March.
There are rats everywhere as well.
I am the White Dwarf.
Scrund. The axe thirsts for war. Beards in belts.
The runes are ready. The runesmith's duty is never done.
Should do is that you get the first room better.
What? Me?
Favorite hero type? Don't have one.
The throng is mustered. Moving.
What's the research at? 314. Still not enough. of the resources.
Armored in faith.
Just like how they asked for non-aggression, then just marched into the massive oracle. Should we find a tier 3 here? Yeah, we can we're not gonna get rebellions here. Goddamn Zuba destroyed 3 rebellions here. Let's get a beer here for the resource. It's money. This happens quite often, Zubar clearing the rebellions here unless you confederate him. This is not good. These guys should not have survived.
The throng is mustered. A wise plan.
Time for a reckoning.
I have 2 Slayer wards. Kislev is doing amazing. Amazing.
I should have your beard for entering our halls short-sighted.
She loves me.
One rag. Rune of Swift Stride. Fine. This way looks better.
To war.
Send me to vengeance.
Mystic One says never using Slayers just because they suck. Is that you, Twinsley, on your second account? You guys, just nice. You guys are jokers. Hopefully the Eats will not declare war on us. No, Clanskard allied with Norskard, that's pretty cool.
Get my axe. Why should I hear you speak, Zangonaz?
Look at the list of the enemies. 1500, huh? $2,500, huh? I'll take 2,500 if he accepts. They might destroy the fort and the Schwarzhafen so we can get the whole province. Vampires being in the mood is not a bad thing. It's kind of an enclave in the Empire. Same like those elves in the north.
Send your king my regards, Umgi. Now. What can Karazhanko do for you?
We're not gonna pick any allies as long as we have not confederated the other dwarves. It's inconvenient. Look at that full army. Oh man, this one we're gonna have to fight in the city, it seems. This settlement has gone out of control with the rebels. It happens. It happens. Should have not auto-resolved the last battle. I mean, they should have died the last battle, so it was just bad luck.
For the wisdom of the players, what do you want? What? Got then? Greetings, kin.
Nice. They don't really like us, not that much. There are Dwarf with Order Lord Master in the Vampire Coast, ally with the Spinosauric Dwarfs. We have a technology that gives us plus 30 with the Lizard Men. But they're gonna be picky about it. Hey, Balian. Yoo-hoo. Sounds good, classic.
Forward! Lord of Clan Morgrim.
They control the tower, huh? It's about to rebel. It's a bad climate for us, though.
What do you want?
Is that the Vampire Coast?
Are a problem.
We're not intimidated by the undead. Where's Itza?
Sar Boxar Galo Kunu Clan. Seek al New Eat Clan. Gal you.
Good.
I hope for the king.
I guess, I bet you guys didn't expect us sending an army to Lastria. I was thinking to put in the Slayers, but doesn't really fit here. On the Lord. The Slayers need the flaming attacks. This is where the shield wizard die. Luther Harkon will all of a sudden get a moment of clarity, and he will figure out that we have a bunch of bolt throwers in the army instead of organ guns. And what he will do with that information, he will recruit 10 plus Necrofex Colossi, and he will obliterate our army.
Defiant and unbowed.
The regular gyrocopters are good against infantry, and you only have a million ways to kill infantry. The brimstone guns not only good at killing characters, but also now have also bonuses large. The brimstone gun is a unit which fits really well in, with the rest of dwarf units, but Legro gyrocopter is just overkill.
Gyrocopter! Go! Fly!
It's not a bad unit, just not really needed in the army.
Gyrocopter!
It's still better than the Iron Drakes though.
Let the
It's in the air.
vengeance begin! For the ancestors! The clans unite! Longbeards! The clans unite! Quarrelers! Let's start shooting! They have wronged us. Artillery ready! The clans unite!
Slayers!
War of vengeance! Gyrocopter!
Handguns counter the Gargoyles, so be careful here.
Range far, range fast! Charge! All dead I'll get him! All dead I'll get him! Go! Strike out! Move! Anu! Stuck! This won't miss fire! Plow through! Shoot the wizards! Move! Nothing can stop us!
The guns are the deadliest units to the air units.
Move now! Pick your targets well! Fire on the foe! Quarrelers! Charge!
Love the new Gargoyle sounds.
Charge! For the High King! By the Layer's will! Hello! Through! Honored! Strike out! Move! Ready! Wanderers! Preparing bombing run! We are relentless! Kazoo! Yes! Yes! As you command! Quarrelers! Now are you ready? Stop firing! Longbeards! Gyrocopter! Range fire!
Gargoyles share a battle skill bolt throws? Yes. That's why we have them in this army. Innovation, tradition and innovation. Just switch the bolt throws at the late game technology as well. Same as the gyrocopters they have. Yeah, foothold in Lastria, boys. We're not be able to hold it for long. While we have landed. One more rank for Sheet Wizard as well.
Help! Get my axe!
Are we from another home? For the wisdom of Valea. As the High King.
Gonna be another rebellion here. It's pretty good to level up Roman here. Ideal. Get some firepower here. Oh, we have extra army, so we send an expedition to the Lastria.
Summon me? Guts then! Moving! Orders. Move! Target these oath splitters!
This is 2 turns.
Let's march!
Come, kid.
Yeah, they did good here. We'll see what happens when our ally takes it. Interesting to see. How many turns till we get this? 2 more turns? Okay. Beautiful.
Yes, by the king's command.
Another campaign agent.
Tis time.
What's the hero situation? 3 taints, 1 more up. Just Valaya, spies and harassers.
Do not mistake me for a fool. Aye.
A couple of rebellions happening again. Well, this corruption here is a little crazy. Might just send a hero here to see what the hell is going on.
Time for a reckoning.
Almost every lord will have an Iron Warden's Hammer and an Iron Warden's Tankard, also heroes as well. This gives them damage, anti-infantry, and perfect vigor. This gives them regeneration. Makes them incredible melee experts. I'll be using Bugman's Rangers when we get the brewery. Until then, the Corliss are just fine. Bugman Rangers is the best crossbow. More so cause the enemy artillery cannot hit it for a while. So they avoid also the hell cannon shots too. Looks like the Kislev is sending an army to deal with the Norska in Bretonia. We just send White Dwarf home and get him a proper army and go north.
I'll do it.
It's a shame we didn't Confederate Belagar so far.
What brings you before the end?
Plenty of Dwarfs. We only Confederated Ungrim so far. Karakaden.
Make your proposal, my lord. Never. What? Are we from another home? Yeah, come, kid. And that Make your proposal. My throng, it
Looks like we're gonna have to wait for chaos for most of these confederations.
You
The Dwarfs are looking
speak.
strong everywhere.
Dowry from another. To battle?
All right. By Sigmar's will, come in peace. Affirmative.
Yes? The dwarves have come. I hope they have brought a few barrels of Buckman's.
Yes.
You require assistance?
Holy shit, man, take this on life support.
Don't waste your breath. Your words cannot move me.
I don't know where their army is, but I think we're messing with them right now. The spies are still behind.
Rune of swift stride, armed and ready.
We can also deal with the rebels, so we really need experience here.
My anger burns bright. I hope. Time. Forwards!
It's a clan and hold.
Got then. Moving off.
Confederation is a bit random, there is no sure thing, but it's usually what works when you're strong and the other dwarf faction has strong enemies and weaker military.
Fulfill my tricky oath.
Nice. Beautiful.
Ready?
What's your orders? Punish the grudge makers.
I'm sending this one south, there are under cities somewhere.
Yes?
15.
The council is disappointed. No! Blame you!
For the wisdom of the layer.
Still tier 4 here, that's strange. Very strange.
Thirsts for war.
Get 2 bells here. There is no corruption in the seas. No. Seas don't have alignment. So I'm pretty sure you can't.
Cannon!
Organ gunner! Ranging target!
Shoot that, Bedroga, shoot that.
Slayers! Way to man's blood!
It's gonna be a standard war doomstack.
Quarrelers!
There is various ways to deploy this.
Targets Lord! Under vengeance! Begin!
No! For the ancestors!
War machine ready!
It's a little bit downhill, so we might suffer some friendly fire. This battlefield is not good for the artillery on this side.
Slayers! Kazook! We stay put! Iron breakers! Organ gunner! Band as a throng!
All those cannonballs miss the Lord. There's a pretty good chance we hit one of our arm breakers here. The angle is not good at that short range. Probably best to stop firing when they get closer. They're entering medium range now. There's no short range yet. Yeah.
For a vengeance!
Switch to medium range here.
For a vengeance! Yes!
Thunderous!
For the cannons and core!
Fire on the bow! For the
High goblins are weak to explosives. No armor.
We demand blood! Organ gunner! Stop! For the High King! Charge! Yes! Shoot the wyverns!
Surprised no friendly fire here. Terrain was not ideal at short range. Like in the 150, not very ideal. Just a habit, shark fighter. Just a habit.
moving.
This is a good place to level a Lord. Ooh, this is good for the Slayers.
For the wisdom.
Put it on normal for now. Switch it to the Slayer King later. So, a unit and units around him get 20 missile resistance.
Summon me if you dare. Move. The throng agrees.
This one will go into army immediately. So, we don't start with specialist, we go with scouting.
Clan Borgrim.
Bogrim. Income is quite low here, but the rebels will be welcome. We will put the growth here, it's too low, we'll never get tier 4 or 5. You're close to Rise of Chaos.
The axe thirsts for war.
His army is missing a master engineer and a unit of iron breakers. And it's perfect.
Send me to vengeance.
This is a must engineer situation. We can get another one, okay. Goliath, nice.
It is time.
Oh, nice.
You summon me.
Oh, baby!
Ready to do the guild.
Just love it when all traits are there. Well, it's not that uncommon. don't even have enough students anymore.
By Grungy, this had better be good.
Engineers offer mobility to the army, more movement range, more missile, better reload for missile units, more ammunition, more damage, more range, more speed, and for the grudge terrorists and the flame cannons, more explosive damage. This skill is a bit weak. I don't even sure if they tested the numbers for this one. But it's, you know, helps when it goes with the category ballistic calibration. It's pretty good for the flame cannon when you focus fire.
Valea's will binds me to you.
This one will also go immediately into the army.
By the king's command, the runes are ready.
We have full capacity in the heroes again. Nice. We need to increase capacity again.
Ready? Such a thing is impossible.
Time for a reckoning.
If you're attacking with lightning strike, yes, but if you're defending, you're much weaker in these compositions. Because you can get easily surrounded and attacked again. You can put yourself in a spot for that. Since we are facing overwhelming foe, something, you know, becomes clear that wasn't clear before. The advantage of acting, of attacking, or defending. But we still could find good underways to fight a lot, but they could come from bad directions. Old gold is just for crafting to Home Raider. Looks like Vampire Coast and Itza did good in last year. I was always one range Storm Knight. Encountered Lothar finally. Might be able to get trade agreement. We had the extra army baked. There's not enough enemies.
Send your king my regards, Umgi.
Unless we go fighting
What can Kazakh do
not
for
the,
you?
you know, the usual suspects. When you get 5 armies, there is not enough enemies to fight, especially when there's no chaos. We are trading with a lot of people, so why would we fight them? Not dead again, huh? This attrition will pile up. We can do a quest battle for the Axe of Grimnir.
iron-willed. Beards in belts.
Out of the
This is nasty.
Master of runecraft.
This smells fishy.
The Vampire Coast usually have enough movement to move between the cities that usually you're not supposed to move through.
Greetings, kinnaman of the hold. Begone. I suppose. Fine.
Okay, let's see.
Honor to you. What? And what can the devil?
This guy's gonna get war with Clan Skra, they'll be forced to
Let
confederate.
Dowie from another.
Alar, greetings. The Phoenix Court will very well.
Trade with High Elves. I think we kept on the resources, right? Holy shit, kept on everything. Need more resources. Lots of trade.
It is time.
By the king.
Need to discover where the hell the other cities are.
One rag? What?
I miss one Iron Breaker here.
Grudges will be settled. For the wisdom of Valea.
Agreed. I've cast the runes.
To war? That's on wheels, lad.
Roman will be with Droga and Mr. Absolute.
It is time.
Send boat tanks down there, we'll scout it on the city.
I have the forge fires glowing. Obey. You know who I am. Headed out.
Sending him home to get some more units.
You.
This is not a safe spot to stay anymore.
I thought I was the crazy one.
We don't have military access in the south. This is a rough terrain here. We have additional 20% movement.
Who are you?
Probably has more.
Yes.
If he has 10% on top of that, we'll get here.
My anger burns bright.
Go for this.
Cast the runes. I do.
We have to discover what's in his army. These guys are no joke sometimes. Especially when you have bolt throwers.
Me. A wise direction. Wrong is mustard.
What are these guys at war with?
Azray,
Karak Zorna. Harazni.
Deepwood Guardian.
Tis time.
Hopefully that assassin doesn't kill haha.
Honored.
Research is at 368%. Pretty good. Still need more.
Plan scheme is discordant.
There is a couple of undercities here. His corruption is way too high.
An ad for the Karazhan Corps.
Nice, get some experience here. We need experience. Quest battle for Torgrim. Speech! Speech!
Behold, the stone fruits of the Engineers Guild's labour. New flying gyro machines will take to the air. Let me assure my traditionalist brethren within the guild that Morgrim himself would be pleased with this innovation. Now, let us test them against the eternal enemy, the ones who have more entries in the great book of grudges than any other, the Orcs. See how the green-skinned filth flock round that vile pillar. Let us wipe them out. So confident am I in these new machines that I forsake my axe, and will not take it up again until victory is secured here. I do this in the knowledge that those orcs will soon be corpses scattering the battlefield. Let us be about this.
What's up with that master engineer? Looks weird. This is a new model. I've not seen this one before. Ninja, these CA boys. It's definitely a new model. I have a serious artillery here. The Wolf Riders will come from the east and another army from the west. We have a Giant Slayer, so we're not really worried about flanks that much. They have some artillery in the front which we want to deal with fast. We'll send the gyrocopters.
For the ancestor gods, it is a reckoning. Vengeance! Let the vengeance begin!
We could shoot the right side here and then put him on the left side. Yeah, I like that idea.
Let the vengeance begin! Root thrower! Axes out, lads!
This is not a good position for the artillery.
We're the ancestors!
We do have to make a move here. The right side is fine. We have collaboration. Oh, perfect. Two things you can do with a master engineer in the army. You can put it next to your range units for the calibration, explosion damage, the buff when thunder is about to fire, or you can use him as a wannabe melee expert to block a cavalry charge, tank something that comes from behind. But when you get the slayers in the army, you don't need to use him that role.
Quarrelers! It is a reckoning!
No shoddy contraption.
You can also craft the item to increase the accuracy of the units around, so it's even better to put him in the spot like this. With Giant Slayers in the armies, we don't need him as a melee expert. Okay.
For the Dammer's Cron.
They come all at the same time. They used to, you know, not come like this.
Thunderers! Yes, yes!
There's actually a lot on the right side.
Lord of vengeance!
We got to deal with the artillery there.
Longbeards! The clans unite! Charge! Move! Range far! Range thrust! Stop! Gyrocopters! Way to land! For the ancestors! They have wronged us! Slayers! Yes!
They managed to hit here.
Feeding on blood! Thunderers!
Look at this shit. It's insane. Then one shot in the wolves.
Let the vengeance begin! Go! Oh! Pillars! Range far! Range fast! As you command! Will do! Right! Will do! Pick your targets well! Well through! Ready to Hello! Through!
This guy is getting overwhelmed with the range here.
Slayers! Cover!
Send the guns to the other side.
I've had them! Fight! Master Engineer! Aye! Aye, as you command! Slayers! Yes! Thunderers! Move! It is an order!
You guys on the ping now. Torgon will handle him.
Move now! Understood, Lord! Down! Down! Slayers! Quarrelers! Castle! Slayers! Go! Move now! Move! Put those dwarfen legs! Charge! The clans unite! Plow through! Move to attack! Kill him! Now!
You guys can handle a couple of slayers. I mean, they're rank 7 and all, but still far from a battle skill. Look at how they're clearing the flank here.
Stop us! Range far, range fast! Hey! Get him! Put those dwarven lads! Off we go! Ready! Bring them! Stop! Move now! Kill them! Attack! Warriors! Ancestors! Get moving! Long range! Strike out! Trucks away! Understood, Lord! Strike out! Artillery! Yes! Kill orcs! Fire on the bow! Kill orcs! Move now! Let the vengeance begin! Charge! Go! Nothing can stop us! I'll get my tools! That'll do! Bring them down! Now! Move now! Yes, Lord!
This stinks! guy's still alive.
Cannons and go! Get them! Get moving! Nothing can stop us! Gyrocopter! Yes! Yes!
Close victory, decisive. Okay, the game didn't really beam us here with a close victory. Look at that Slayer with 200 kills, makes me proud. We don't even have the battle skills for the Slayers yet. Very killers.
High King moves.
The Axe of Grimnir, we'll use it for now.
Send me to vengeance.
2 rank skill points as well. Quest battles are most welcome in this campaign because we have multiple legendary lords. We can get another engineer, more ammo and missile damage for artillery units. And we can get another runesmith, more old gold, more hero capacity for runesmiths, more research. Skills are pretty strong for extra heroes.
The runes are
So we'll be on the campaign map for get more rune bearers. We need to cycle this.
The High King acts. Time for a reckoning. Good. Grimnir's axe thirsts. Yes!
Yes!
An ad! Come, come. Throne bearers! Let's march! I agree. Retake the realms!
Rank 11 now. Range for all missile units. Nice to see Thunder is finally getting range buffs. Corla's getting range buffs, and even the gyrocopters, wow. And the gyrocopters with a mass engineering, the brimstone guns now with the mass engineering army are incredible. 3 buffs from the range, more ammo, and 3 buffs to the damage. It's quite a deadly menace in the air. Especially against certain large units. Okay, we can get another Thane and another Master Engineer. We have Glarages to clear. Karakazgal and Blackrag. They taken Ground Mingle and the Grunge was cancelled. Beautiful. Karakazgal and Blackrag. So this one here and this one here. It filled quite fast because they were there for multiple turns. We need to clear it for more than 1 turn ahead. Hiking is a useless skill, baked.
The High King acts.
It only works if the Togrim has dropped to 50 health or less. And since he's an absolute killing machine, the strongest dwarf fighter and the generation, it's not gonna happen. The White Dwarf is supposed to be the strongest dwarf warrior, but you see how the CA, you know, designs the game that it's not so. Torgrim's supposed to be, you know, for a mix of campaign skills, king fighting buffs, army, hammerers, stuff, flavor. But White Dwarf is a very strong fighter, almost like Grimgor. But you have to go greedy on his buff, which is out of the question. And he's more for campaign skills. No, it's the High King is the best out of all the legendary dwarves. He's large. The other dwarves in the competition. All the legendary dwarf lords are amazing. Amazing. But not a single one of them is anymore in top 5. While the High King is the strongest of them all. Because he's large with crazy stats. You can beat large. And he's the ideal large size. He's large but not large enough. He's larger than Grimgor. And Grimgor still fits as an infantry. I mean, we didn't even get any buffs. Look at his health, 7700. Look at the stats, we haven't even touched anything. We can't even compare. Drop the bias. This is insanity on this stats level. This is Archean level stats. And he's large. Still 2 garages here. There's an item you can craft, the Prospector Spyglass. Gives self and allies in range plus 18% accuracy. You want to get this on your Master Engineers. So Prospector Spyglass, ballistic calibration, and the extra powder in the range of the area of the range units.
I am the White Dwarf. I go where I'm needed. Arcane winds under control.
Let's see if we actually get Confederation available right now.
My throng stands doubtful.
Doubtful, he says, huh?
Greetings, Kinnaman of the Hold. What can Red and what
That Zubar Confederation hurt us because we didn't get it in good timing with the vampires. Could have already had that.
Greetings.
We lost financially, probably close to 200k not getting good time.
On my throng. Yeah. Honor to you. Yeah. I am Belligan. Dark
This will help with the Spinosauric Wars. Pretty good, pretty good. We need more resources though. We're missing a beer here and iron here. Lots of money, crazy amount of money.
Onward! Moving! Good! Grenier's axe!
This is forbidden.
Forbidden.
Why do you pester? My anger burns bright. I'm leaving.
I better be able to shot
Yes.
that.
Heading out.
God damn. Arcane items no display there. Why can't we break arcane items?
Now! What? Throne bearers! Let's march!
I don't see where the vampires are.
To the Karazhan Corps!
Might be close to this area.
Player's will binds me to you. Fine, this way looks better. And me? An accord bound by runic law.
There should be an option, the options to not automatically equip new items to followers and banners and shit.
Fulfill my dringy oath! Welcome, Dowie. What's your orders? Move! I answer to clan and hold.
There's a Skaven under the city somewhere here, we need to get rid of it.
I'm
Sending
moving.
agents to find it.
Aye.
Perfect. We have the Throne Hall of the High King, public order faction wide, local, more Lord of Crew ranks faction wide, more tax faction wide. This one is giving more movement faction wide, cheaper gyrocopters, more speed for the older gyrocopters. Getting Iron Veterans, it's kinda quality technology. It's not really a top priority, but I like to recruit veteran Iron Breakers in this case. More heroes, huh? Master Engineer is tier 5. This place is not sustainable like this. Let's get beer here. 6% replenishment we'll have to do from the White Dwarf.
Aye, lad, what can I do?
Why they made them white? They used to be blue. That engineer. This one goes to the White Dwarf army.
can I help?
The axe thirsts for war.
Hey Kadrut, they're coming soon. We just need to confederate one faction and they'll come. But nobody wants to confederate right now. The strongest dwarf infantry maverick are the Iron Breakers and the Giant Slayers. Those are the only ones you combine in as your best units. Everything else is transitional. It's probably gonna. Ooh! Ho ho ho! It's a good thing I left this. I had a feeling he would have some mess here. Holy shit, man! Why did I wish those bolt throwers now the iron organ guns? Don't fuck with Luther Harkon. Sometimes they have shit like this. Shit wizard would have been deleted with that. Deleted. Those if I had the organ guns, he would have won. But without organ guns, the bolt throwers have to get really high rank in Master Engineer. And those are the terror guys of the Vampire Coast. It's a real nasty army if we don't have nice firepower. And the evil faction is getting deleted. Then again, no matter what, when I'm playing Dwarfs, they always get deleted. Because I delete them. Would like to see the Dark Elves take over the West when I play with Dwarfs. Dark Elves in a better spot than the High Elves because of the Chaos. So who knows?
What brings you to the halls of my ancestors?
What the fuck? Is the Midland gonna join her? Midland has treaties with me, that's gonna be a treachery. Wow, Midland joined her? Boris? What the fuck? Thought we were friends. No Bugman for you anymore. Those elves scheming. We could have tried a little bit harder to get a non-aggression there, but it doesn't matter. We lost the trade agreement, but we have so many trade partners that we don't have enough resources. So we didn't lose anything. Why would the Boris side with the elves against the dwarves? This shit makes no sense. He should have shot it with us. But at least he was honoring the treaty there, right?
It is time. Our enemies shout.
That was definitely an elf scheme there.
Make your proposal. My Longbeards never. I suppose. It is. Come, kin. One dowry from another.
Yes. And what can the dowry?
Greetings, kin. My throng stands ready. Do not. All right. Talk at me. Yeah. Make your and what can the Dawi do?
Together we're stronger. Let our clans be.
No chance.
Well, this will happen eventually. What's Karakin doing exactly? 3 enemies. We need more enemies. When the kills show up, it'll be fine there. We could declare war on Clan Skryre. That doesn't make sense. That will push both Belegar and the rest of the dwarves.
Fight me, die in pain, pain!
Okay, the Confederation imminent. That's a big enemy there for them. One of them will definitely happen now. We have to see after refresh. 2 more battles for Roman here. This is good for the some rebellions.
Yes? Ready. Target these oath splitters.
What? Beards in belts?
By the king's command.
There are undercities here, at least 2 of them. Just have to find them. I wanna see everybody dead here. Everybody, I said. I'm planning to confederate all of the dwarves. Roman has his army ready. We're not out to resolve this because we want 2 battles here. We really need experience in this army. This is our third lightning strike. We have White Dwarf, High King, and Roman lightning strikes. We're not gonna lightning strike anybody else. People ask me about Dwarf Doomstakes. This is a Dwarf Doomstake. Artillery is a combination, whatever you want. It's just not bolt throwers.
Muster the throng! Slayers! Iron breakers! War of vengeance! For the Karazhan Corps! Let the vengeance begin! Cannon! This is a reckoning! Organ gunner! Iron breakers!
They were rock lobbers, so they'll probably fire unless we get attention
For
from
the
them.
ancestors!
But I took them for flavor, Amir. With I want to see them max buffed. The army is missing an engineer.
The clans unite! Yes! Kazook! Cannon!
If you're wondering where to position the master engineer because of various buffs, 3 of them, like Prospector, Spyglass. When you mouse over the buff, if all the units are highlighted, it means everybody will gonna get this buff. Half of the unit has to be within the radius. So the cannons and the organ guns get the accuracy buff here.
They have wronged us! Bring for power, ready! For mountain
The thing is, Shit Wizard, we have more money, with more armies than we can actually level up right now. Unless we go fight the Empire or other friendly factions, there is nothing for the extra armies to do. So we can mess around with 1 army.
For the ancestor
We have 4 brimstone guns. That's already some serious harassment. So 4 bolt throwers will eventually get good. Eventually. But they'll still be far behind other artillery.
Kill herbs! For the ancestor gods!
This type of composition can be deployed in like 100 different ways. 100 different ways. Depending on what enemy has, of course. Uglebud, we actually have 4 Brimstone Guns Dead army, and the Brimstone Guns are better than ever now. They actually become amazing, and we want to see a Master Engineer buffing them. But they do get additional range and further speed as well now.
The clans unite!
Slayers!
For the Canazan Corps! Strike out! Roar! Iron breakers! Organ gunner! It's a reckoning! For the ancestors! Iron breakers! Select target! Plow through! Move now! Yes! No! Plow through! We have scores to settle! Warlords! Well, target! Iron breakers! Good! Let the vengeance begin! The clans unite! Obey me! Strike out! Vengeance! Attack! The clans unite! Fire on the urge! Slayers! Let the vengeance begin!
Trying to be sneaky about this charge.
Axes out! Iron breakers! Slayers! Strike out! Attack the orcs!
Nothing can stop us!
They have wronged us!
"27 casualties out of 29 from the Rock Lobber. This tells you where the orc damage is at. I actually seen a couple of times Iron Breakers rank 7 or higher with physical resistance get hit by Rock Lobber and they just get up. No casualties.
Let us begin. Ready, axes. We march.
It's pretty good here for Roman. Someone can stay a bit longer here.
The axe thirsts for war.
We can go here.
Grudges will be settled.
This is a good spot to farm some experience. They're behind. Going for the lightning strike here.
How can I help? Our enemies shall tremble. It is time. Grumbrindle!
Grombrindle! Iron Drakes will be replaced with a flank cannon.
You know who I am.
This many quarrelers, huh?
Summon me if you
You
dare.
get so experienced so fast that
Fearless and
just get rid of
unbreakable.
one of them.
By Grugny, this had better be good. Grease those axles! I'm ready.
Yeah, we can work with this. Okay.
Good. Grimnir's axe thirsts.
What did quest say? Karak Norn, Norska, Destination Lagash, Janholm Mountains. Janholm Mountains, huh? Janholm Mountains. Karak Norn is here.
Beards in belts.
Might as well take a, you know, just casually David Trong moving around.
Lord of Clan Borgrim.
I don't have military access. Ooh, we might get it. Say yes! Who controls this area here, I wonder? They like us. But we should not trespass here.
Armed and ready.
Honor to your ancestors. Don't think so. All right.
We need them on our side, because they're gonna be facing so much chaos. These guys are gonna be all dead here.
What? Casting the runes. Setting off.
Valea's will binds me to you.
Agreed. I've cast the runes. Vengeful rune lord.
We'll just dog the sheep here for now. We wanna get military access, we'll enter Lastria. Might find a foothold here. Much safer.
Who's ready? I'm moving. Orders. A wise plan. Orders. A wise plan. I have the forge fires glowing. The High King.
Our uncle can go with the High King. There's all friendly factions to us, we just need to hell with them. Iron Veterans, 3 turns. It's not convenient with the White Dwarf here.
I am the White Dwarf.
But I guess we could wait a little. We need one more Valatane. Cycle this a bit.
Yes.
We have Luther Harker on the grudge list. God damn it! This is gonna be shitload expensive. Hopefully he gets wrecked. This is bad. God damn Luther Harker, why does he have such an army? This is bad. It's gonna cost us over 6,000 a turn eventually. He's never gonna lose a battle with this. That's a handicap having this grudge. gonna cripple the economy later. Eventually it's gonna get killed, but if this fails, we're losing 6,000 gold every turn. We can actually get income here. But this place will never get then to the tier 5. It's gonna take ages. But is it even important? Why would we need this place tier 5? Another runesmith, Thane, and a master engineer, that's why. But it's not realistic to get this to tier 5. So we rather take income and generate over 400 turn. It just makes more sense. The beer here generates income already, 8 cakes, and we get industry to generate more income. This place will not be rebellious because of the beer, and we generate a little bit income every turn. We just keep this plus 3 growth and more income from trade. This 5% more tradable resources already several hundred income. It's not realistic to try to get this one tier 5 over the income. So we just get industry here. Tier 3 garrison can handle a lot of stuff. Goddamn Zubar Confederation, I needed that like 10 turns ago. 10 turns ago. This will take 500 turns to get tier 5.
And what can the Dawi do?
We need to declare more wars. This will eventually push into Confederation. Grudge meter is both a good thing and a bad thing. Sometimes a terrible thing. But it's a dwarf flavor, and I like it.
Welcome, friends of the Dawi.
It's more about plus 20% agent hero success chance, Agatama, plus 1 public order, and all that old gold and extra gold when the grudges get cleared. It adds up a lot over the campaign. And I was supposed to go eat like 2 hours ago. My food is probably cold, so I just can't stop clicking. I just can't stop clicking.
All here are honored dwarfkin.
It's this time was the case because the Overland invaded them and they screwed up by occupying a race element, and then the Border Prince managed to